2 weeks of Green Lantern. The Man in Black here. This is week number 13. We're going to talk about Green Lantern Corps number 3 today. It's been a little while since I've read this the first time. I haven't had time to record since then, so I'm going to browse through it while we're talking. For those who weren't aware, we were in the midst of a firefight last time between these guys. Let me We were in the midst of a firefight between these guys with the green lightsabers and the Green Lanterns. Now, it has not been revealed in the comic yet, but according to New York Comic Con, these are called the Keepers of, or at least they're perhaps minions of the Keepers of the Power Batteries. They held power batteries on their world, which more backstory on that should be revealed as the story goes on. An interesting thing, Linkara actually commented on Hannu using his ring. Now, he mentioned that the only time Hannu has been known to use his ring was against the Anti-Monitor. The whole point of Hannu using is that he doesn't use his ring unless it's an extreme situation where lanterns are very likely to die. It's not just that they're outnumbered here, it's that lanterns have already been dismembered. You can see Isomat Vol with, no limbs there. I think lanterns have died. It's pretty much beyond the point of, he's either going to live and having used his ring, which, even though it would be disgraceful in his country to use a weapon, on his planet to use a weapon, he's still familiar enough with the ring and with his duties that he's going to go ahead and do so. So I think it kind of makes sense that in a situation where he and several other lanterns are extremely likely to die, that he would use his ring. It's not exactly a power thing so much. Here we see some lanterns. As far as I know, these lanterns have not been introduced yet, so I don't know if we're supposed to know about this guy's teleporting powers or if that's something we're going to learn about. I'm not sure if he actually survives this issue or not. He, at the very least, has severely damaged himself with his heroics in teleporting large groups of lanterns, very long distance, extremely fast in order to save a group. He also, because of this extreme drain, ends up leaving some lanterns behind, which is likely to be the plot of the next issue. Here we see they arrive, very, very epic arrival. I think it's cut short by the fact that it was I think it was too fast-paced. I think it cut down. This page is really the only page that really shows how epic this is, but then he pretty much shows up and he's like, alright, we showed up, this big flash, and then we're leaving right away. And of course it's too fast for him to handle it. They've left John Stewart and a few others behind, and that's going to be the next issue. So, what do I think of it? Well, Hannu was really the only commentary worth giving. We can see we've got 3 Green Lanterns versus the whole thing. The most comment I can make is that I think that the cavalry showing up and taking half the lanterns probably did more harm than good, rather than leaving a bunch of lanterns who had very little, who had a fight. They weren't making headway, but they weren't exactly completely lost either. Take away about 2/3 of their force and leave 3 lanterns to do the same job. So I think they kind of did more harm than good there, but that's why we have issue number 4 coming. So we'll see how that is. Until then, Man in Black out.